All right, folks. So this question is mostly, or should be mostly, revision. So we've got diodes, or LEDs, light emitting diodes, and we've got these resistors that are in series with those diodes. Now, just because it's a RGB LED doesn't really change that. It's just 3 LEDs in one package, right? And your LED strip is made from these. They're the little white things that you see, and the little silver blocks you see are the resistors. So many arrows. All right, so let me just draw a 5-volt supply going into a single LED, and then a series resistor, and then going to ground. So you've been told the series resistor is 330 ohms, and you've also been told that the forward voltage of the LED is 2 volts. So what this means is that if there is at least 2 volts available, which there is, we've got a 5-volt supply, the LED is going to drop 2 volts across itself, and whatever's left of the original supply will be dropped across this series resistor. So there's going to be 3 volts across that resistor. And so to find the current through this pathway, that's through the LED and through the resistor, we need to use Ohm's law. So voltage equals current times resistance. And so we can divide both sides by R, cancel those out, and then rewrite that as current is equal to voltage over resistance. Now, importantly, we need to use 3 volts here because our current is determined by this voltage over this resistance. The reason that we don't use 5 volts is because this diode here requires 2 volts, or it has to have 2 volts dropped across it in order for it to start conducting. But that voltage, because it's being dropped across this diode, does not contribute substantially to the current that flows through this circuit. So we go, okay, we use our 3 volts, we divide that by 330 ohms, and we should end up with 0.009 amps. So we have that much through just one of our LEDs. Now, if we look at question 5 here, if we go, okay, if all of these LEDs are illuminated, that is currents flowing through all of them, and they all have the same forward voltage. They've all got the same forward voltage, so that's 2, and they've all got the same resistor here, then the maths is going to be exactly the same for each of these. And so each pathway would have this much current flowing through it. So when all of these diodes are conducting, given that VF and the resistor value are the same, then it's just going to be, the total current is going to be the number of LEDs multiplied by current per LED. So we've got 3 LEDs, and each of them passes 0.09 amps of current. So we have 0.027 amps, right? So that's for a group of 3, a red, blue, and green. And so looking at question 6 here, if each of these groups of LEDs, so there's 6 groups of 3, if each of these 6 groups of 3 is illuminated, how much current do you think flows through this entire circuit, right? So if one LED was 0.009 amps and 3 LEDs, so the entire group of 3 was 0.027 amps, what do you think this 6 is? I want you to try that on your own, right? Doesn't matter if you get it wrong, we'll go through it in class, but I want you to try that. All right, that's it.